Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Radio Redux here on the anniversary weekend spectacular for Radio Sega. Radio Sega has been around for 20 years.
Yeah, you can legally get pissed in the UK.
It could before.
I know, but now it's less likely to be.
Now it knows about it.
Yeah,
now it's got one eye on the Americas going, soon it will be mine. Soon I will get all that Bud Light inside me. Preferably the one with the lime. Well, they won't know what Foster's is in America.
No, I mean, at the moment, Radio Sega is subsisting on Foster's.
Is it subsisting on Foster's at the minute? Who is that a case of just who's broadcasting now at the time of recording?
I have no idea. I'm just saying that in terms of it's cheap.
Just Foster's.
Cheerful.
Foster's. Okay, so yes, not sponsors, but Foster's is the beer of choice for not only Australians but people who listen to Radio Sega. It's well known. If you're in America, leave. For a number of reasons, but mainly so.
Point out,
you can go to other places in the world where they sell the amber nectar.
I should say the source of this comes from someone who does not drink any alcohol for varying reasons.
Yes, absolutely. Miles Tails Prower. Doesn't drink at all. Complete teetotaler. Now, Vector Man, there's a lush.
Especially around vanilla.
Yeah. No. I mean, actual Vector Man, not the.
Oh.
Not that's a lawsuit still in progress. We go. It's a pity TSSZ are no longer around because they did such a fantastic job of, recording the Ken Penders trial for posterity. It's a pity they're not around, so they can't cover the Vector Man Vector libel suit which is going on.
You say that, I believe you can still find the recordings for that, because I remember watching someone who listened as part of their YouTube video actually played part of that lawsuit. Of one of them, anyway.
Oh dear, it'll be good. I mean, we've got bits of deposition thanks to the TSSE archive. We've got that on LMC, and in related news, well, it's not news because I think we've mentioned it before. Last Minute Continue is mentioned in a university paper.
Whoa!
We are specifically cited in a university paper, legal paper documenting that particular case, like a white paper report or what have you. Last Minute Continue is specifically cited as a source. We got messaged about this. It's like co-authored or endorsed by Penders himself.
Yeah. We should probably introduce ourselves at some point.
Yeah, we should probably introduce. Okay, so I am Mr. Foster, creator of well-known Amber Nectar, and this gentleman over here in the pirate hat is indeed Ken Penders. Greetings, Ken.
I hate you all. Give me your money.
Put that crayon down at once. We've told you before. You've gone off the paper onto the table. Oh God, how do you actually get onto the wall from there? What are you doing? Stop! Stop!
Also, I own Knuckles now.
That's not how that works.
I also own Tails now.
That's not how that works. Anyway, it's lovely to have you here, Ken, to celebrate 20 years of Radio Sega. A radio station which is not nearly as old as a radio show about a radio show segment about old radio shows. When's Radio Sega getting ripped off by Sega? This is what I need to know.
I mean, You've got to imagine it's fairly
bearing
soon.
in mind that they already have a Sonic Stadium. Sega, they have a Sonic Stadium. I'm looking forward to that at some point coming home to roost, by the way. And them saying that Sonic Stadium, some part of Sega saying Sonic Stadium can't call themselves Sonic Stadium anymore because they've got the copyright to Sonic Stadium.
Don't involve me in that one.
No, I mean we're just sitting back with the popcorn if it happens. But yeah, at what point do Sega turn around and say we've got this fantastic new radio Sega station that we have, and not only that, we've got fantastic DJs like Skyfire. Skyfire's there. Charcoal 5.
Viridian Snake.
Yeah, Viridian Snake. Triplety as well.
Rabby.
Yeah, absolutely. All those
Sunday
people.
Night Sega.
Sunday Night Sega. Yeah.
Remind me what the show's about again?
Sega Mixogenesis. That's what they have. That's why they have remixes by T-Lopes and nobody fucking else. Just 100% T-Lopes remixes. Oh dear.
No.
But there's discussion about music in a bit. Don't worry. But anyway, congratulations, Radio Sega. I hope people who are listening in to Radio Sega. By the way, you should probably follow Radio Sega on places like Blue Sky and they're on Twitch as well. They're there.
I think that's what. While we record that, I think that's currently live with something.
It's live with something. Well, there you go.
I think it's live with Grateful
We're not going to tell you. We're not going to tell you, people of our current future, what was going on in now your present past. We're not going to tell you. You should have gone. You should go now to twitch.tv/Radio Sega and you should find out.
What did you miss?
What did you miss? I'll tell you what Radio Sega missed. They've missed for 4 years my bloody request to share the band information between our two channels. I checked that out the other day. I was just happy to on it because I was like, oh, I'll get Luna in to the shared band list.
Ah, yeah.
I'll get Luna in, and I checked, and it was like Radio Sega. Like, when did I send them this invitation? 4 years ago.
Remind me if I start streaming again that I need to ask.
Well, actually, funny enough, because we did that for Grateful, because Grateful started streaming now, and Skyblaze is going to stream, so that it makes sense for Skyblaze to be added to the web.
Yes, and become a mad scientist.
And become a mad... What do you mean become? They already are a mad scientist, Ken Penders. They're already a mad scientist. Haven't you seen... They wave their hands over a laptop, which is a laptop which is now deceased. God rest its motherboard. And they waved their hands, and then music came out. This weird sorcery.
You mean they're DJing?
That's what I said. Weird sorcery.
I mean, what is computer science if not weird sorcery that we don't really understand?
I don't know. We should ask our good friend God Ezio. How is it done? I don't understand. I would say that. I mean, we've got weird sorcery and tying that all in. I need to find out if there's like a really good 8-bit version of like Sorcerer's Apprentice. I kind of want to hear that now. I don't know why. Anyway, greetings everybody. Kevin Urtheart, if you haven't already guessed. And we are... Yeah, it's been a little while since we had show 271.
A nice anniversary episode.
Stuff happened. Stuff happened. And it was one of those ones where everyone kind of got clobbered a bit, but I was not in a place to talk about and do stuff. I really wasn't. But luckily, things are looking up. And by looking up, I mean I am unemployed again, which is great news. Based on the
for your sanity, yes.
Based on the previous 4 months, great news.
For your bank balance,
Not for my bank balance, no. However, for my sanity and everything else that comes with it, great news. Oh my god! So I will tell you this because I'm yet to reveal the company that I've been working for, but they are in the sort of energy and transport industries. And it's a pity because they were just up the road from me, but I mean, there was a bunch of stuff going on, guys. A bunch of stuff.
You don't want to know.
Imagine getting to your job on the first day and finding out that they've changed your job title before you started and not told you. Which is just like, what?
Which is interesting when that's what you've been hired to do.
Yeah, you've signed a contract with this on it. And then they're just like, oh, we've changed it. You're going along and you find out they've changed it. And they're just like quite flippantly about, yeah, well, it's nothing for you to worry about. That was one of the things I was saying. It's nothing for you to worry about. Pretty sure it is. Pretty sure it is, guys. Pretty sure it is. I had a lovely moment the other day because there was so much crap going on with that job. You guys, I mean, you know a portion of it, and I do mean a portion of it.
Yes.
But there was all sorts going. It was like, oh, we've got we're launching our first product, and you know, we're having this conversation with our main people, our main customer, in like 30 minutes, and we were supposed to do like a graphical wrap for it. Because otherwise, you know, it's not going to look as good for this press event that we've got, and we need to show them the design in 30 minutes. Can you quickly knock up something? And I'm just like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean you're not doing? They just showed me what they had so far, which was a picture of the product with several other like photographs just like put on top like a mood board. Like, oh, it needs to be. We've got a phone call in like 40 minutes. It needs to be with us in like, was it 30 minutes? They've got a thing, and it needs to be done with them in 20 minutes. Could I quote knock something up?
Because magic.
Yeah, yeah, that was it. And I did it. I actually came up with something that looks really good, and they did use. It's on the product, which is out in East Midlands somewhere. And they used it. and after they had the meeting, and they were very happy, everyone was very happy, and they liked liked what they've done, like what was done with the design. And I'm just like, there was like loads of restrictions on this goddamn thing as well, in terms of stuff couldn't go over this because of electronics and bits and pieces. And I came back to them the next day, and they were like, "Oh, that's fantastic!" And yeah, so we'll go ahead with that. And they turned to me and said, "So is that ready for printing?" And I'm just like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? Is it ready for printing?" Oh, is that ready to be sent to a printer? And I'm just like, what? So you wanted it to be like a massive Illustrator file to be ready to like just be printed out immediately at actual printers, like in 20 minutes. And like, I got you the design. No, it's not ready to be printed. I got you this miracle of actually having something. And they had the nerve to turn around to me and just go, oh, that's disappointing. And I'm just like, who are you?
We're your boss, and we tell you everything you have to do and expect you to do.
I noticed. I noticed that it was It was a flat hierarchy. Everyone is equal. Everyone is equal, except in the Animal Farm sense. There are people more equal than others.
It's one thing I like about my job is I know who the bosses are.
Oh yeah, this is the thing. Like, who's your line manager? Excellent, fantastic. And it's just like, oh, it was just this nepotistic mess. The whole freaking thing.
No.
And it got to the point. It got to the point where it was my probation, because my probation came up at the end of 3 months, and I'm just like, all I've been doing is been just emergency crap. All I've been doing, we've lunged from one disaster to another, which I've had to come in and just... It's Kevin, so he wields his magic wand, which may or may not be constructed from Skyblaze's old laptop, and he just makes everything better and processes, and look all these problems, all this stuff that's boring that you don't want to do, which is now done. And like, I've not actually done my job yet, so I'd quite like another month or so. And at the end of it, I told them that, this is after a whole heap of nonsense, I told them, because I was so fed up with everything and how I was being treated, I told them that they had failed my probation. Because the probation goes both ways. It's whether or not the company has done it as well. And so I told them that they'd failed my probation and I wasn't going forward with the job anymore. And they're like, oh, okay. Good. So just like, yeah, you've got everything you wanted now. You're not that fussed. So yeah, but I the second I was free of that job, and I didn't even think about the weight off my chest and shoulders and head.
I went to go see Kev the weekend after that, I think it was, or the weekend after that, and oh my God, were you so much happier? And we went and enjoyed a very lovely meal.
Very lovely meal.
Yes. And, yes. You also got some nice presents as well.
Yes, I have a bone to pick with someone. And I say
is that
someone
notorious criminal.
I'm saying someone. I have a finger pointed at the microphone like I'm accusing it. And I'm accusing someone. Someone who is listening now. Someone who is listening on RadioSEGA as this is going out as a debut. Hello, RadioSEGA people. Say something in the Discord. Go on. Say something in the Discord during our show. You won't, you cowards. Anyway. We could be one of you. Or it could be one of them in our Discord. The LMC people. No, it could be one of them. It could be somebody we know. It must be somebody we know. Because... as was discussed a few shows back, and it's come up multiple times since then, everyone has been getting great enjoyment out of my Jet the Hawk voice.
Ah, yes.
So, this came up in a Crossworld stream with Luna and Veniku, and there was I did a bit basically during that, and had a popular YouTube short as a result. Well, popular for LMC anyway. And we've sort of continued that on. The Jet the Hawk keeps coming back in various places. Hello, everybody. Subscribe to RadioSEGA. It says here on my paycheck.
And everyone has seen your package now as well.
Pardon? Pardon? Hang on. Would you like to rephrase that in a certain way? My goodness.
No, I wouldn't. I was going to tell you to go and watch the live stream
sir.
when it's posted.
Yes.
The short's already up.
Oh, wow. Mr. Penders, how... Not even taking me to dinner, Mr. Penders. No, but
that's not my job. That's Luna's.
No, there is just we've used it a couple of ways. The guys have very specifically wanted it like as a redeem now on the Twitcher. But one of the other things that we did was, because me and Luna are Carnos, who's also Luna Pixels. People in the community might remember Luna Pixels. That is from the Night side specifically. That's the Luna we're talking about. Myself and them, we're kind of doing the Hooked on You dating sim, the Dead by Daylight dating sim Hooked on You, and it was decided that we were doing the Trapper route, and that the Trapper would be voiced by Jet the Hawk. And this was, this is fun. If you'd like to hear Jet the Hawk say a bunch of really suggestive things, I suggest you do that. And then the Trapper came out at the end when it was time to,
Date. Finish the date.
Date. Hit a home run. Anyway, with the Trapper, and the Trapper came out in a very sparkly codpiece and nothing else.
What else do you need?
I know what Luna needed. That was some. Luna needed some alone time after that, I think. The squeal.
I mean,
the
I have
squeal.
also,
Anyway.
I need to pay you to do one other Jet the Hawk voice acting at some point for something I've shown you. Because I can promise you...
Absolutely, I am available for weddings and bar mitzvahs.
Because that might set off a whole new fan base.
Oh, hello. It's so lovely to see you here.
I hope you like Catgirls, Jet.
I have no opinion on Blaze the Cat. Although the whole idea of cats does worry me slightly. But the point, we've been having lots of fun with this. Which brings me to the bone I have to pick with somebody. So, I was asked to put some I wanted to do an update on my Throne for my Throne account details and stuff. So I updated what's on there for various things. I have to replace the Pocky with something, and if somebody wants to buy something, or crowd something like a new microphone or something like that. That's where that stuff goes. And one of the things I put on there was a few Funko Pops, just randomly. Just hey, I'm not that fussed about them, but it'd be nice to have, I guess. And I put Jet on there for the reason of just like I kind of think people would just like that. Or something. If you're gonna do something, do that. It's gonna be cheapish, and it's fine, and it'd be a nice thing if somebody wants to. From what I gather, I had barely finished pressing the OK button on it when
that person pounced.
when somebody bought it for me, the Jet the Hawk Funko Pop.
It wasn't me.
And it duly arrived. No, it was the aforementioned Luna, and it duly arrived alongside an Espio one, who was also on there because Espio was really nice, and I like Espio as a character. So we've got those two fantastic, and then Mr. Urtheart comes along. From our point of view, just about 6 days ago now, or 7 days ago. That was last Saturday. Was it Saturday now?
Yeah, it was last week.
So literally a week ago, and Mr. Urtheart came along to visit and drop off a couple of things.
Yes, some things I already owed, and one thing that was just a nice to have that we almost forgot about.
And what was that nice to have?
The soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
That we initially missed at the bottom of the bag because it's on a tiny thumb drive.
Yes, a soundtrack for a game that we won't mention.
No,
because we already have. But there was another thing there that emerged from a bag and was presented to me, and I was rather confused. And that was Urtheart.
A Jet the Hawk Funko Pop.
A Jet the Hawk Funko Pop. Now, why did you get me a second Jet the Hawk Funko Pop?
Well, because one, I didn't know you had a second one, or you had a first one in the first place. And two, it was a spontaneous purchase because I found him in Tesco in the clearance rack.
The absolute outrage! Being in a Tesco.
I mean, you were alongside Ruined Fox... no, not Foxy. Roxanne. And...
Ooh. Wait, why did you leave? Why did you take me out of there? Put me back!
Nah, you want the nice Roxanne, right? Not the
I'm not
one.
fussy.
Fair enough. And there was a couple of Pokemon ones and Game of Thrones ones, I think.
Anyway, very kindly, Earth presented me, and I was presented with another one. So I'm like, hey, that's funny. That's funny because I can use them as bookends, was what I said. I believe it's like hey, that's awesome, brilliant. So anyway, when was it? I'm gonna say Thursday. I'm heading out. It's late. I'm gonna go to the shops and get something to eat for lunch, or just get some general bits. And I see out of the corner of my eye an Amazon van pull up on the corner. And I've got my buds in because I always listening to something or the other. And I happen to pause, and suddenly I get a notification on my phone. It's a message from the driver saying, "I've got your package." And I turn around, and I'm like, he waves at me, and I go over there, and he very kindly has, let me know, as opposed to, trying to deliver it in some other way. It was very nice, very nice young man. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I open the bag, and I'm getting presented with this box, and I don't know what's in this box. I had ordered some things, but I got all of the things that I ordered. So what is this box? I don't know. Anyway, I have to do my shopping, and then I come back and I open it, and lo and behold, everybody, it's a Jet the Hawk Funko Pop. Now, those of you with rudimentary mathematics might gather that 2 + 1 is 3. I did not order this Jet the Hawk Funko Pop. It's not on my Throne anymore, my Throne list, so nobody could really buy it from that. And I would have a notification anyway if somebody did order something.
True.
So the question is, Double Cross was not responsible.
Oh, okay, that was my first guess.
Double Cross is not responsible. And you're not responsible. And
not to my knowledge.
Luna's not Luna being capable of keeping that secret, so it's not them. So somebody, members of the jury, somebody purchased me another Jet the Hawk Funko Pop, not realising that Urtheart had purchased me another Jet the Hawk Funko Pop. I have checked, actually, and I think they were going for £4.50 or something on Amazon, big old clearance.
Yeah.
So I can understand why, but I received a third Jet the Hawk Funko Pop.
Huh.
And at some point, what do you do with these?
Well, you've got 2 for bookends.
Maybe I can sign them and sell them.
You could open one of them at least, because then you don't need to worry about the resale value.
Double Cross has been eyeing one of them up as hey, we can repaint that. And I'm like, as what? And you're in pastel colours, I think.
Why?
Yeah, that's the question I generally ask about anything.
If you want to use it as a base to make something else, fair enough. But
we could
make your own variant.
Make your own variant. I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe I can turn it into a raptorized Fennecu Funko Pop.
Potentially.
Fen the Hawk coming soon, everybody.
Choco.
Much to a horror, probably. We've got our Fennecu pack now. I haven't posted it yet, but Double Cross we've done. It was on the list of things to do, and a Fennecu raptorized, with the feather hair pack is joining the menagerie. But yeah, so there's I now am the owner of 3 Jet the Hawk Funko Pops, and I don't know what to do.
A flock of hawks.
Yes. What's the collective for a group of hawks? Actually,
I don't actually know.
Quick, look it up. Hang on, let's do it.
That's what I'm doing. A group of hawks is commonly known as a kettle, so it's a kettle of jets.
A kettle of jets.
Yeah.
A kettle. So when the police have been going around and they've been criticised for their kettling tactics.
Okay,
And it's just a bunch of police officers going around doing like really bad Jet the Hawk impressions.
I mean, this is hello. Supposedly the other terms are you could call them a cast of cast of hawks, but that tends to be a pair, a boil of hawks, or a knot of hawks.
Let's not start talking about knots and Sonic characters, please. Let's not go there.
And Dead by Daylight.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, no, none of you.
Next
none
subject.
of you. Speaking of Dead by Daylight, I've not played it in a while, and I'm not likely to play it for a little while because this Trickster update, and Trickster can just piss off. I don't care if everyone is obsessed with the female Trickster skin and the Mori it does. It's like yes, we get the idea that you're thirsty. We know that because we played the goddamn dating sim game. So there's that. But yes, 3 things which are effectively the 3 things which are the same. And I possess them now. Oh dear. Hey, Earth.
Yeah.
Do you know something else of which there was 1 and then very quickly became 3?
Scandals?
Scandals? Oh. There's only 3, that's a scandal. No. There was 1, then it became 2, then it rapidly became 3, is of course Sonic the Hedgehog related concert tours.
Oh yeah.
So if you've missed this, everybody, the lovely friend of the show, Bentley Jones, and TJ Davis are doing a little UK tour, which will be going to places which can be travelled to via car from where I live, basically. That seems to be the general gist. Is just like, how far away is it from Birmingham? Can Bentley drive there and back in a night or not? But
there's a few there's at least 1 in London.
There's one in London. Yeah, there's one
and to be fair, no one drives to London unless they're stupid.
No one drives to London unless they're driving past it to get somewhere else.
Well, true. But you don't drive into London. It's just you don't.
Not unless you've got a relative.
Or you have no other choice.
You've got no other choice. Like I say, if you've got a relative there, there is no other choice, and you have to drive to London. Yeah, so there's a bunch of that, but it's like I say, it's Bentley Jones, Tia Davis UK tour. That's coming out in line with Bentley's album pass for Act 3 of Music from the Sonicverse, which I have told him is a really good idea. I like that. He's a very busy man with stuff. It's like, okay, so when a track's ready, you get it, and then at the end of the thing, you get like the physical thing anyway.
Yeah,
I like that as an idea, as a concept, and actually like an actual season pass for this album, which is
it's like episode. It's like the old episodic.
Yeah, well, a little
games.
bit. Yeah, a little bit. I worry about Volume 4 in that case.
True.
But then again, America would probably announce it first, and it would probably have been just an EP. Historical references people won't necessarily get. Oh dear! But anyway, so there's TJ and LB, or TJ and BJ, and they're doing their thing. I'm not sure if I'll do the Birmingham one or not. I might.
Yeah, that's fair.
I know a couple of the LMC Discord people are going to them.
Yes, I've seen at least 2 people booking tickets.
So that should be amusing. So there's that. And then Then another. Well, we knew this was coming. Which was Johnny Gioeli, in brackets of Crush 40, close. In brackets of Crush 40, is doing his own tour with blackjack and hookers. In fact, forget both of those. Just give him some drugs. There's I'm sorry,
Yes.
he's on something. If you didn't see him at Sonic Con, he's just. He's on something, is Johnny. I don't know what it is. I could do with some. I can tell you that for a start.
Well, hopefully he managed to keep it as a world tour this time instead of cancelling all the non-US dates close because he couldn't get a venue in any of them.
Oh, that was the hardline one, and that was the people that were was sorting out that, and they messed him around. They messed him and Hardline around. I'm surprised there wasn't a lawsuit about that, to be honest. In fact, there might have been. We just haven't heard about it.
True, but
Johnny Gioeli, who is absolutely fine with Sega. Everything's fine and dandy between the relationship between Sega and Johnny Gioeli. Absolutely, there's nothing wrong at all. Johnny Gioeli doing a world tour, which would have confused the crap out of the Sonic Symphony people. Yeah. Harkening back to a previous discussion or a previous episode. Because it's going to be a world tour that takes in the US and England and Scotland was mentioned.
Yeah, a land I've never heard
of
before. But...
Scotland actually getting its own for once. Yeah, no, that's mentioned. And Poland was mentioned, and like Germany was expressly mentioned. Up yours, Sonic Symphony, Germany. Yeah. You're incapable of putting this show on, huh? Okay, bet. And naturally enough, Brazil mentioned, and there was like Mexico, I think, was mentioned, and a couple of other places too. Actual countries that exist.
Yeah.
Countries that exist outside the purview of the United States of America, at least at the time of recording.
Shush. Let's not think about that one.
It's okay. They never needed us anyway, right? So anyway, Johnny Gioeli is doing this tour. Johnny Gioeli in brackets of Crush 40, just in case you didn't know. I think this is the legal name now. Have, like,
magical visual 3D effects.
Yeah, it's going to be magical video. Tupac's going to be there. It's going to everything.
Oh, and it's also called Speed of Sound, which they're condensing to SOS.
Yeah, Speed of Sound. Speed of Sound. Hey, wasn't there an OC remix album called Speed of Sound?
Pretty much.
So there's that, so it's doing that, and it's called SOS. There's nothing called SOS. Honestly, nope. Johnny's woken up someday and just gone, we can call it SOS.
Those guys aren't using it anymore, right?
Someone's talking to Sega America.
True.
But, so there's that. I would like to note, actually, it's interesting that, the Sonic Con guys, by the way, was it Raku or Raku?
Yeah, something like that.
They're not involved in either, from what I can see, in either of the Bentley or the Speed of Sound one. They're not involved.
No, I don't think they're involved in all three of them. I don't think.
They're not involved, which is interesting. I think they may be just having some time off or something. But it's interesting that they're not involved, especially from the TJLB one, because the first Absolution couple of dates that Bentley did last year was something that was co-produced by them. So
was it?
That's interesting.
Didn't realise that.
Yeah, no, that's why that kind of that sort of.
But they've cancelled their. They've cancelled their Sonic Con.
They've cancelled Sonic Con London now.
Yes, and they go back to Manchester next year.
Weekender one. Going back to Manchester, well, Manchester can keep it. So yes, so we found that interesting. So the next year's one was going to be the Weekender, wasn't it? Which is like just a whole no. So yeah, so that was that. I'd like to note Johnny Gioeli. Would you like to know the name of the company that's running this?
Go for it.
That he's clearly set up. Starving Artist LLC.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard that before from somewhere.
Oh.
Anyway,
is Johnny really desperate for money after that lawsuit or something? It feels like it.
The problem is like you get two different types of musical artists. You get the ones that are successful and save their money because they're worried it's going to run out on a rainy day, and you get the ones that go, "Hey, I've got money," and spend it like the rock stars in their dreams.
I mean, as we know, Mr. Hilton. For a man who is always constantly touring, and now seemingly now he's like hit the Sonic fan circuit with gusto and has done for the last year or so. It's like
where the bills are.
It raises eyebrows, is what I will say.
Really?
It raises eyebrows. Anyway, I did mention there was a third one, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Yes.
And that was literally hot on the heels.
Yeah.
I mean, and he nicked Ian Flynn's knowing smile as well. He nicked SOS and he nicked Ian Flynn's knowing smile because he used that in the blimmin' in his social medias before the thing. I hope Ian gets a tip for that. I hope Ian gets residuals or something for use of knowing smile. That's his thing. He's got prior rights. Starving Writer LLC better start suing Starving Artist LLC. But so there's that that's going on. But then, literally, the next night, pretty much.
Yeah, and this one must have been planned in advance because it was announced at the end of another concert.
Yes, which we didn't know that one was happening. But the Sonic Adventure Music Experience, or where it's that's it. So it's same, isn't it? Sonic Adventure Music Experience.
Same. Yeah.
It was announced that Jun Sonoi, in brackets of Crash 40, will be doing Sega's official, in brackets, I guess, close brackets, musical tour, which will be going places like Japan and...
That's all we know so far.
That's all we know.
They have said it's a world tour. They've said it's the 35th
anniversary. It's a world tour, so Japan and America and other places in America. I'm assuming it's going to take over from Sonic Symphony.
I imagine so. I don't know if they'll be using the same company. It was pretty
much the Sonic Adventure Music Experience anyway, because dear Christ, you couldn't hear any of the Symphony music, as again we've discussed.
I would say no, because I at least feel like you expected that out of Same because of the environment of Same. Like, Same very much felt like what that kind of a concert is meant to feel like. Yes, absolutely.
That is that's what it was, but... My point is that maybe it's going to be that supplanting the Symphony.
Oh god, yeah. Well, I think the Symphony's done now.
At least for the next year.
Yeah.
And then they'll switch it back to Sonic Symphony, where it will just be...
I don't think that's coming back.
Oh, I mean, I'll be honest, I kind of hope it doesn't. It was such a bad experience. I don't want to see it again.
That second year, I agree, was not great. I mean, the first year it was fine.
We made it fantastic crowd engagement. Yeah, you know what that also means? You can't hear the fucking music.
Yeah. But anyway,
what you can hear is somebody in a Froggy costume, the row behind you, screaming in your ear that, "Oh my god, it's Knuckles!" It's not really...
I pretty sure the woman next to me continuously just went for every single song. And it's like, there's no lyrics to the song. What are you screaming about?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's...
You know, it's the Fighting Freak Knuckles. I'm back. It's Pumpkin Hill. Are you ready?
Oh, look, Maria got shot. Hooray!
Oh yeah, not just yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I suspect this one will come to the UK, if only because certain people will coerce John to come to the UK.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I don't know. I've just had a message from Lovely Voluptuous Spy.
Oh,
And they're actually concerned about something. That's nice. Oh, that's okay.
No,
They're checking in on me about something. It's fine.
We're all concerned about you at some point.
I know. Stop that.
No. I will invade your house again just to make sure you're all right.
Oh, yikes, 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 yikes,
But what else?
Anyway, so there's the third one. Again, did you know it was an anniversary year?
I mean, they finally started using the logo in some of their stuff, like the announcement
it's taken
of
them
the
long
new
enough.
characters.
It's taken them long enough, as we know. All I'm going to say is it's someone else's anniversary this year. Another franchise.
I mean, there's like 4, isn't there?
For Sega, it's a certain Jester's 30th.
Yes, it's also a certain puzzle game's 40th.
I'm just saying, unless it's like, I don't get crap like this. Okay, so 25s I get. 10s I get, and 25s I get. And I kind of got that they did the 15th as well. Fair enough. But after the 25th, a 35th seems unnecessary. You wouldn't do a 45th, right? Unless it's a wedding anniversary, you wouldn't do a 45th. So instead, have you got a game that you're selling? No. As far as we know, right?
Yeah.
They've not announced anything. There's nothing gaming planned. Unless they suddenly steam in June and go, oh look, we're releasing this in November.
That's what I'm suspecting they will do. Is they will announce something on the actual birthday, and then release something. And I don't think it's gonna. I think what they'll do is they'll announce a big game to come out in the next year, but they'll release a smaller remake.
You know
or something
what it's going to be?
Same year.
It's going to be Sonic Frontiers Director's Cut or Enhanced Version or something like that.
I think you're a bit optimistic. I think it's Sonic Forces Director's Cut.
I don't care either way.
I mean, yeah,
to be honest,
particularly.
I don't care either way. Anyway, but going back to the thing, but yeah, so there's 3 things going on. There's the TJBJ one.
Yep.
I should probably put those the other way around for the sake of decency.
I don't think that helps, to be honest.
Actually, no, you're quite right. It's TJ and Bentley's one, which is going to be. I love the fact that we know that TJ was like really surprised that people cared still.
I mean, when we first met her for
it's so
the very first
that
summer
she's
of Sonic.
sort of she's got that as like obviously she's a very, very talented musician, but I love that she's got that as almost like a bit of fun for her.
So fun fact for everyone here. I think it was the very first summer of Sonic.
Yeah, 2008.
TJ. Oh, was it the first one she did this? She came up to us and one of them. She came up to us and was like, "I love those T-shirts. Where do I get one?" It's like, you can have one. You don't have to buy one. She wore it throughout the entire convention.
Oh yeah. She wore. If you see any of the video stuff, she immediately was like wearing whatever the times of the thing. But yeah, so there's the various bits going on, and everyone's doing their own separate bits, and I think everyone thought that with the use of the Crush 40 logo that there was going to be like an album or something going on. from the social, and instead we've now got these two effectively rival. Just say the band split, all right? Just say. Yeah.
I mean,
just here's the thing. They've not worked together for ages. They've been very, very professional legal disagreements.
Now, the thing is, like, one of them is definitely doing it just for the money. The other one probably is still doing it for the money, but also somewhat contractual obligation.
And a little bit of validation as well, let's be honest.
Yeah, maybe. But, you know, at the same time, it's like... The problem with all of this is, like, okay, this is good for Sonic's 35th anniversary, maybe, but... To be honest, the problem is every single company now is just like, oh, is there an excuse for us to do a celebration this year? Let's do a celebration this year. It's going to be every 5 years.
I just think that the 35th anniversary is like, why would you do that?
Well,
when you can put more effort into bigging up and promoting the ones that are in the tens at that point.
Oh, I don't necessarily disagree that you should make a bigger deal of the tens. I still think you might as well recognise, oh, hey, it's 35 years. It's
you can recognise it,
yeah. I still like them doing a logo for it. Fine, you know, that's minimal.
That's almost tradition at this point.
Yeah, especially when you look at like what Nintendo.
Yes, you can brand stuff up and you can do a nice little line of merchandise and what have you if you're not doing anything. But you can sort of kind of leave it at that, I think.
Well, I feel like Sega have kind of done that at the moment.
Yeah,
I think the concert thing is more a thing of, oh, hey, we've not done this for a while. We should probably do it again.
It's okay. Well, I mean, you could look at it as that Jun's not busy enough.
I mean, yes, there is that, but
suddenly that there's free time enough in.
Well, you also say that, but with a lot of musicians, a lot of musicians I've known do tours to kind of try and get their creativity back.
Yeah,
because they get to see
stuff out and everything else. But
so
in this case, bearing in mind that it's Sega Japan is like you're chained to your desk pretty much.
I mean, yeah, but they've got to give him holiday at some point.
Yeah, but this is not. The point is, if they've got enough time that he can go and do an actual full tour, as opposed to select dates over certain weekends in places.
For the Sonic Symphony. But I wonder if that was more down to the fact that they weren't,
and also previous same as well. The others previous same, including the London ones, and obviously the Japan one. That was very much a case of, well, it's this weekend and it's like a one-off thing as opposed to a tour.
Well, we don't know what the tour dates are because the tour dates might be like months apart.
This is true.
So, that could... It
was very important that it was announced the day after Johnny Gira as well. It was really important.
I wonder if that was more Johnny's planning than theirs, because I think they always plan to announce it after that show.
I would quite willingly believe either direction, if I'm totally honest with you. I would totally believe all of this that's going on. I
think in the end, I'm not expecting much out of this year for the Sonic series. Like, I'm not expecting a new big game. I'm expecting them to announce their next game, but not to release the next big game yet. But
Besides, they're too busy renaming games they've already released. Because Sonic Rumble, which I've sort of fallen into a hole of because it's actually quite a fun game just to do as a casual thing, and with friends. Sonic Rumble became Sonic Rumble Party and gained the Smurfs.
Yeah.
which was an announcement that was greeted with cries of, huh?
Have Angry Birds been added to it yet?
No. Angry Birds, they were part of the crossover with Sonic Dash, and one of the Sonic Dash games had a mutual crossover with Rovio prior to the deal.
Yes.
Prior to the deal, and now we've got Red coming into Crossworlds.
Which someone mentioned is like, that seems really random. It's like, how can't be that random? I genuinely expected this like at Sonic Rumble's launch.
you know, it's the flagship character.
Yeah.
It's the flagship game's character of the major studio they bought. Rovio's gone through it, but they're still a major studio.
To be fair, the person also didn't know that Sega owned Rovio, which I was like,
yeah, they bought them. They bought them. They flashed the cash and they bought Rovio. They own Angry Birds,
and they slightly regret it now because they made a loss.
Yes,
and they've had to write off quite a bit.
Yes, but
which it feels
from an
weird,
IP
though,
point of view, it's strong. It's a lot stronger than Sega franchises. But we're getting them, and like I say, we're getting them, and we're getting Pirate Majima. Yes, yes. We talked about this before. Yes.
Yeah, but here's the problem, Kev. We already know we're not going to get the Majima laugh in there because no VA.
That's where mods help. Take some stock footage and have it be the horn. We said this before. Have it be the horn. We want an entire lobby of people going.
Yeah,
that's what we need.
Oh, I really hope that's true now. But for some reason, I feel like they can't do that.
A whole field of SpongeBob's going. You can see it.
And then the other Sega game anniversary.
Yes. With the character whose name I can never remember, but
Arla,
Poyo, isn't it? Poyo Pop.
It's Poyo, yeah. But what's interesting is I got served a video earlier today where someone was like, "Oh, Sega announced the crossover with their other franchises having a major anniversary this year, but all we're getting is stickers," which is what they announced pre the update.
Yeah, but that's not quite right. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Now we've got
that, and also. Right, we're going to leave it here for that particular show. And before we do, we need to say farewell. Next week, there's going to be the start of a series, which Urtheart is involved in. Pay attention to that. But I hope you've enjoyed our discussion about all manner of things, some of which were Sega related this time round.
Whatever we felt like, really.
Whatever we felt like, really. With all sorts of things. We know there's musicians probably on drugs, and people are sending me random Jet the Hawks through the post, and all sorts of other things.
Musicians on drugs is implied.
Musicians on drugs is implied. Speaking of musicians on drugs, RadioSEGA, everybody. 20 years of RadioSEGA. Guests in the Discord. Who's on what class A drug? We'll be back. We'll be back very soon, unless they've finally decided to get rid of us. We're back very soon. Up next is Sega Mixer Drive with Rexy. And we're not going to say anything about that other than that you should enjoy it.
And listen along.
And engage, because that is live. It's in the Discord.
Yeah.
Go on, say stuff. Wish Rexy well. And enjoy the rest of the weekend's programs as well, because there is a couple of shows, I believe, after Sega Mixer Drive, or at least one.
There's definitely at least one. Yeah.
There's definitely at least one. So tune in and enjoy. And again, congratulations, RadioSEGA, on 20 years, 2 decades. You have now operated in 3 decades. How lovely. Do you feel old now? You should. Bye-bye for now.
This was a Last Minute Continue production. For more, please check lastminutecontinue.com.